Eduardo Verchez Garcia, May 2, 1929. June 21, 2019, colloquially known as Manoy, was a Filipino actor and filmmaker. Deemed one of the greatest Filipino actors of all time, he was noted for his portrayals of authoritative, antagonistic, and comedic characters. He has contributed to nearly 700 film and television productions throughout his career that spans 70 years. Default text following the disbandment of Philippine Scouts in 1949, Garcia was convinced by a friend to audition for film roles. He made his feature film debut in Manuel Can's Siete Infantes de Lara in 1950 and later signed an exclusive contract with Sampaguita Pictures where he was often typecast in villainous roles. He gained critical recognition for his roles in Taga S.A. Bato 1957, Condenado 1958, and Tani Calling Apoy 1959, winning the FAMAS Award for Best Supporting Actor for 3 consecutive years. He expanded into filmmaking in the early 1960s and directed melodrama and action spy-themed films, including Sabotage 1966, the highest-grossing film at the first Manila Film Festival, and the Marcos family romance Panag Buklid Ng Langit 1969, where he won his first FAMAS Award for Best Director. Garcia explored more complex roles in the 1970s and appeared in several international productions. He portrayed a closeted patriarch in Lino Bracas Tubag sa Ginto 1971 and won the FAMAS Award for Best Actor. He also directed It's-A 1978, a film about the oppression of domestic workers that won him a Metro Manila Film Festival Award for Best Director. Garcia continued directing high-profile films based on comic novels throughout the 1980s, including Sinasamba Kita 1982, Panobay Ng Mangarap 1983, Magdusa Ka 1986, San Nagtatago Ang Pag-ibig 1987, and Immortal 1989. The latter 3 earned him a FAMAS, Luna, and Metro Manila Film Festival Award for Best Director. In the 1990s, Garcia became one of the major box office draws as a leading actor in political thrillers and biographical films. In the 2000s, he became active on television and starred in a number of independently produced films. Garcia received international acclaim for his portrayal of a grumpy elderly gay man in Buaka 2012, winning an Asia-Pacific Film Festival and Asian Film Award for Best Actor, following his death in 2019 due to an accident on a production set. The Eddie Garcia Law was enacted in 2024 to protect the welfare and safety of workers in film, television, and advertising. Eduardo Verchez Garcia was born on May 2, 1929, in Juban, Sorsogon, into a family of Spanish descent, son of Antonio Garcia and Vicenta Verchez. The eldest of 5 children, Garcia and his siblings were raised by their grandparents on a farm in Naga, Camarines Sur. His paternal grandfather, who was a captain in the Spanish Army, arrived in the Philippines in 1870, married a woman from Pampanga, and decided to settle in Naga. From a young age, Garcia has demonstrated independence, traveling solo between Sorsogon and Manila by age 13. He attended Sorsogon Pilot Elementary School before moving to Manila for high school and 3 years of an AB Psychology degree at San Beda College. At age 17, Garcia began his military service in 1946 by enlisting in the Philippine Scouts, a tactical unit of the United States Army, stationed in Okinawa, Japan, after World War II. He served as a military policeman MP within the 116th Military Police Company of the Ryukyus Command. During his 27-month deployment, he attained the rank of sergeant. His military career concluded in 1949 following the disbandment of the Philippine Scouts by the Philippine government under President Elpidio Quirino. Although his commanding officer offered him a recommendation for Officer Candidate School OCS and the opportunity to re-enlist in the regular U.S. Army, Garcia opted to return to the Philippines. Shortly after his discharge, he was persuaded by a friend to audition for a film role. Personal life. Garcia kept most of his life private, viewing his acting profession and personal life as separate. He lived a relatively simple life without any luxury cars and expensive equipment. Throughout his career, he was known for his professionalism and evaded intrigues and controversies linking him to his fellow co-stars. Film producer Marichu Maceda described Garcia as a disciplined and independent person, carrying things on his own without needing assistants or managers despite being popular. Garcia was in a domestic partnership with Lilibeth Romero for 33 years. Before Romero, Garcia was married to Lucilla Scharnberg for 46 years until her death of cancer in 1995. He and Scharnberg had 3 children: Eduardo Eddie Boy Jr., Erwin due to liver disease, and Elizabeth. Eddie Boy died in a motorcycle accident at the age of 22. Garcia called it the biggest tragedy of his life, feeling guilty because he had gifted to his son the motorcycle his son had ridden. Elizabeth died of a heart attack in 1996. His other daughter lives in San Diego, California. Garcia said he originally wanted to be either a soldier or a lawyer, saying acting is just a job. It's an honest way to make a living. Beyond acting, he was passionate about target shooting as a sport. He was a skilled marksman, having once been a trained soldier. Garcia campaigned for Ako Bickel's party list in the 2019 Philippine House of Representatives elections as the regional group's primary endorser. Garcia maintained a healthy lifestyle through exercise, vitamin supplements, and healthy diet, saying he preferred fish and vegetables to meat. Garcia still worked as an actor and director when he turned 90, and he said he still had an active sex life and went to a gym to remain healthy. He described his lifestyle as everything in moderation: food, work, even fitness and workout. Death and aftermath. On June 8, 2019, Garcia was rushed to Mary Johnston Hospital in Tondo, Manila, after tripping on a cable wire and hitting his head on the pavement during a shoot for television series Rosing Ajamat. He was then transferred to the intensive care unit ICU at Makati Medical Center. The actual incident was captured on video. Initial reports stated Garcia had suffered a heart attack on set, according to his family, but was later found to have suffered a cervical fracture due to the fall. Garcia's family released a statement contradicting a report that said Garcia suffered a heart attack. They called the initial report fake news and said the actor tripped on a cable during filming and was healthy prior to the incident. A CT scan showed his brain was in a normal state, ruling out the possibility he suffered a stroke. Due to the fracture, Garcia was in a coma. On June 15th, his family agreed to place Garcia on Do Not Resuscitate status. On June 20th, there were minimal signs of brain activity and he remained dependent on a ventilator. The following day, Garcia was pronounced dead at 4:55 p.m. GMT +8 at the age of 90. In accordance with his last wishes, immediately after his death, Garcia's remains were cremated and placed inside an olive green urn. His wake was held at Heritage Memorial Park in Taguig. Aftermath. Garcia's accident and death became an issue because there was no standby medical team or ambulance on the set of Rosing Ajamat. The unconscious Garcia was lifted from the pavement by non-medical personnel who carried him to a passing taxi cab. Several people, including his wife Lilibeth, said the accident could have been prevented if GMA Networks management had taken safety precautions. The Directors Guild of the Philippines, Inc., DGPI, referred to Garcia's death as a sad and urgent reminder to the film and television industries that safety protocols at work and on set are of paramount importance. Eddie Garcia Law. Garcia's stepson House Representative Michael Romero said he would propose an Eddie Garcia law to safeguard the welfare and well-being of all actors working in the television or in the movie industries by compelling production outfits to grant mandatory insurance, providing for working hours in television and movie production, and establishing medical and safety protocols and emergency procedures. House Bill 1270, a consolidation of 6 similar bills, including one by Romero, passed the House of Representatives on February 7, 2023. The Senate of the Philippines approved on second reading Senate Bill number 2505, the proposed Eddie Garcia law, on February 12, 2024, and was calendared for third and final reading. On May 24, 2024, President Bongbong Marcos signed into law Republic Act 11,996, or the Eddie Garcia law. For more interesting personalities, please do watch our other Who's Who series. Please like, share, and subscribe. Welcome to the amazing world of 1,000 vlogs.